I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Rafael Augusto Carreras. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
Fantastic here in Kelowna, British Columbia.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, I guess it was initially my creativity and imagination, and the fact that I just finished writing a series entitled The Runaway Trilogy. The first book being Our Runaway Society, which talks about various matters such as respect, education, morals, self-control, self-esteem, and manners, among many other subjects. The second book is about our runaway globe. This one talks about different aspects such as climate change, waste, animal extinction, trophy hunting, greed, overpopulation, freshwater, etc. Now, the third book, which I find fascinating, is about our runaway rights, which is in essence, it talks about privacy, freedom, and security, among other themes. I guess that in summary, what brought us together today was also my desire to create awareness on people on matters I'm legitimately concerned about. I want to motivate the average person to take a positive action regarding the well-being of our society, our planet, and our continually changing human rights. Last, this Runaway Trilogy is meant to try to restore balance in life, in planet Earth, in freedom, and in our overall sense of security.
So where did the connection come for you to begin this journey, Rafael?
I believe that my creativity and dedication runs in the family somewhere, somehow. For example, my grandmother was a professional pianist at Carnegie Hall in New York. My grandfather was an artist and an amazing painter. My mom, she was a lawyer and specifically a criminal judge. And last but not least, my dad. He was a refined researcher in the pharmaceutical industry. So I guess that the art of research, creativity, words, and writing runs in the family.
Yeah, most definitely, right? What a melting pot of knowledge that is combined there through you. That is intriguing. Now that you've done what you've been doing via the authoring work you've done, why will you continue to repeat these skills?
That's a good question. I think that because regardless of what I write, if it's politically correct or incorrect, if people like myself fail to bring matters to the table exactly the way they are, as absolute facts, who is going to create awareness on others so we can hopefully offer a better future to the next generation?
Yeah, question leaves standing there, right? It's left standing
yes.
there. Yeah, definitely. Now, where's the best place for us to connect with the work that you've done? Please.
Where's the best place to connect with the world?
Yeah, send me to our website, please.
Oh, my website is called wishfulworld.com. Wishfulworld.com.
And is there any other way that you would want someone to connect with you that is listening to the podcast?
Well, basically through my website will be ideal because I've got blogs and I've got all the contact information there. I think they'll find it at least really interesting to read, guaranteed.
Wonderful. Well, tell me one other thing that you've done, Rafael, consistently over the last 3 years.
I have been trying to find the best way to reach more readers out there, like you just asked me, right? I'm still very concerned and passionate in trying to engage the average citizen to bring solutions to our current national and international social and environmental problems. So, yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel concerned, but with a peace of mind that I do care and I'm trying my best to do my fair share and not adopt a careless or even that scary whatever attitude that I feel personally a lot of people suffer nowadays.
Yeah. I would say to you as well, just as your generation previous did for you, that has created your talents and your skills, just be encouraged that sometimes it's the thing that you're doing for the future generation.
Totally agree. Completely.
So why would you suggest to someone that's listening, that's out there, that they do what you've done by the name of the website speaks masses, right? Which is Wishful World.
Yes. Well, I assume everybody should be appreciative of what they have been given in life. And if you're not satisfied, well, we have to try our best to do the best we can to improve in a moral, ethical, and obviously a professional manner. But most importantly, I strongly believe nobody should ever take things for granted. We should all give back to society while trying to ensure a better future to the fallen generation, just like you are also trying to do in your program. Absolutely, I admire that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I admire what you do as well. Amazing audience, we are live with Rafael Augusto Carreras. Again, you can connect with him by going to wishfulworld.com. He is the author. Wow, could you imagine doing all of those books? Like, it has me dumbfounded, right? but definitely. So there's our runaway society, our runaway globe, our runaway rights. Pretty amazing stuff.
Thank you.
All right, my friend. Well, let's switch gears for a moment now, and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Rafael, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Oh, I wish I were there, just like you described it. Right off of the bat, I would think it was building a treehouse with my brothers and friends. We all took turns pretending we were Tarzan. Yes, that famous Tarzan of the Apes, a wonderful novel written by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Yeah,
that's intriguing. How old do you think you were?
Somewhere between 10 or 11 years of age.
Why do you think this memory is so clear, and how do you see it connecting to who you are today?
That's a good question, easy to answer, because when I read the book, my imagination went wild at that age. But when I actually finished building the treehouse, it landed my imagination down to a real and unforgettable game with my brothers and other kids in the neighborhood.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Yes.
I love the idea of us coming together to build what is something that is in alignment with the growth of a community, something that is not energy waste, if you would, that is not polluting. It's a treehouse, right? I mean,
yes.
How pure is that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't think about it that way, but I agree 100%.
Yeah, pretty amazing. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Well, two specific songs come to my mind. The first one is El Cóndor Pasa by Simon and Garfunkel. This song has a beautiful melody that captivated me immediately. The song was originally, if I remember well, written by a Peruvian artist called Daniel Alumia, and was inspired by the biggest flying bird roaming our skies, and in this case within the Peruvian Andes. Now, the second song is titled These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra. Somehow this song hooked me. What can I say?
Wow. Would you believe if I told you that someone just before this said that same song?
Really? Oh, there you go. Now you know the impact it had.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So
I know it.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Rafael?
Yes, ready.
Rafael, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Based on their personality, my artistic skills to my daughter and my writing skills to my son.
Are you married?
Oh, yes, and very happy man, very lucky man. I married a very smart, beautiful, and big-hearted woman.
There we go. So you have 2 children. Do you believe in God?
Well, I am a true believer that compared to any God, science takes the lead as it keeps on evolving. I am a very science-oriented individual, but I fully respect and acknowledge all religions.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I'm a kind of a lonely Arctic fox, so truly I only have a small circle of friends.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
4 to 5 hours a week at the most.
All right. And what about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Guilty of saying 8 hours a day or more.
All right. Rafael, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Rafael Carreras, what would you say that is?
I believe that respect others the same way you want to be respected. I humbly, truly believe that we should all apply the rule of reciprocity, and I repeat it, reciprocity, in every relationship in society, which is a fair two-way street. This rule, if applied convincingly, it truly and sincerely demonstrates full integration, tolerance, and acceptance wherever you happen to be.
Love it. Just like the Rafael that, constructed the treehouse together, right? Understanding and respecting each other individual in that. Just we same as we can do that. Love it. Rafael, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Perhaps just a little quick quote that it goes like that. One small step for a man and one giant leap for mankind. Why? Because we should all start with small steps to improve our surroundings in hopes that together we can achieve a giant leap to save our globe and protect our human rights.
Love it. Rafael Augusto Carreras, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you very kindly. It was certainly a pleasure.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.